Thanks, Andy. Let's take a look at the way they line up today for Heat 1 of the AMSCAR over 15 laps. Mark Scape on pole with a 49.88. Starting alongside will be Neil Crompton in the GIO Commodore VP, and out of 3, Jimmy Richards, the second of the Winfield Commodores. From 4.25, Tony Longhurst, the Benson and Hedges BMW. Then it's Terry Finnegan in the Foodtown Commodore, 27 out of 5. From position 6, it's 23, Paul Morris, the Diet Coke BMW. From position 7, 12, Bob Jones, the Ampol Max 3 Commodore. Bruce Stewart is next in the Product Commodore out of position 8. Neil Shembry in the Commodore VL starts out at 9. And Frank Binding in the little Corolla starts out of position 10. 10 seconds away now from the start of Heat 1 of the AMSCAR Series. 15 laps, 3 races today, a 15, a 10, and a 5-lap blitzer as a final. Neil Crompton in the GIO Commodore and Mark Scape share the front row. Off the starting line, Crompton has won it and takes off away smartly. Borderwood actually was Scape in the number 1 car, taking race cam as Neil Crompton heads them to the top of the hill. And they drop down into Dunlop Loop, and I think that was a little of a surprise, Alan Moffat.
That was the best start Neil Crompton's ever had in his life. Just a slight creep. He thought better of it. And off his slingshot. I don't know what happened to Mark Scape, but he definitely stole the line.
Bob Jones goes flying off into the back. You can see the bent bodywork on the front of the car. Took off to the scenery on that first hectic lap through. But look at Neil Crompton. He's opened about a 50 or 60 metre gap on the Winfield cars as they come through the first time. Crompton was up here watching the starter in one of the preliminary races to make sure he got the jump on the rest of the field, and it certainly worked for him as we go inside with Dunlop race cam out of the back of Crompton's GIO Commodore. Gets the power down, swings onto the main straight. Fabulous start for the GIO team in this opening round of the AMSCAR.
Well, Scape definitely had his worries off the start, but obviously with a pole time of 49.88, he has the potential to whistle around Amaroo faster than anybody's ever been seen here, and he's got himself into gear now on the bumper of GIO.
Well, Crompton and Wally Storing are doing great. Keep in mind, this GIO car is a pretty old nail. It's the car used by Bob Forbes a number of seasons ago. Still about 60 or 70 kilos overweight, and they still are using the Holden V8, so it'll be down on power quite substantially to the Winfield cars. But it just shows the difference you can make, Alan, when you get a good chassis man on board and you get the right ingredients. I'm really looking forward to the new GIO car. As Scape has a look down the inside.
You better be careful doing that. Crompton's not going to move over there for him. And he's harassing him, there's no doubt about that, but Neil's driving well and holding his line. And he's entitled to do that. Sharp left-hander. Wants to be careful here. Scape will have ideas about nailing him under brakes, but not close enough to do that this lap.
Well, we may not have the Falcons here at this meeting, but just to give you an idea how quick the Commodores are going in this 5 months of development throughout the year. Crompton's 2 seconds faster than he was here at the opening round, and Crompton peels off into the pits.
Yes, I tell you what, I think it's a stop-and-go penalty for an infringement at the start.
Well, I'll tell you what, we have got the world's...
Let's go down to Andy.
Yes, you're exactly right, Mike. Neil Crompton deemed to crept on the start. As you just saw, he was not too happy about the stop-go penalties back out on the track.
Well, we were talking about Neil Crompton. Did he crib the start? Well, have a look at this on the replay just prior to the start. Judge for yourself.
The front bumper bar wasn't even off the line. I'm sorry, excuse me. I get choked up with these sort of decisions. But that's really harsh.
And we're not saying that because Neil's a member of our 7 Sport team, but he's done it pretty tough there. And I tell you what, I've seen worse at touring car rounds this year, and almost 4 times worse than that, and a lot of other support races on the program. However, I'm not the steward, nor is Alan. We'll let them make it. I think it's been a pretty rough call. The start finishing straight at Amaroo Park. Neil Crompton coming back through the field after a stop-and-go penalty. Neil, I would think, and all of us agree, that was a pretty harsh decision.
That was absolutely disgraceful, Mike. I don't know what I'm even doing out here. We should just pack the whole show up and go home.
Well, I don't blame you, Neil. I think it was a savage attack, and unfortunately, as you know, you can't appeal it. The judge of fact on the start line, he can do what he wants, and if we don't smarten this standard up pretty soon, there's going to be a lot of people revolting.
Well, that's right. Well, they're revolting people, so what can I say? I mean, I'm trying not to blow my cool here and say things I shouldn't say, trying to get on with the job, but I know when I jump a start, Alan, I'm sure you know the feeling.
Exactly.
The light turned green, I started the motor car. The fact that the rest of them were asleep is not my problem.
Okay, Mark Scape, car number 1, continues to lead teammate Jimmy Richards as they haul down to the right-hander at the lake.
Beautifully presented cars here, Mark. They red and white, never a hard card, never a hard color to put up with.
Keep in mind, Tony Longhurst has just overtaken Mark Scaife's teammate up to second position. Here she is, honking him through.
Here is Terry Finnegan making his run down on the inside. Always a strong performer. So too the Ashby-Reed combination, the Lansvale Smash Repairs car. Look at him! Under brakes and around he goes.
That was a harsh move.
The two privateers have gone off.
Trevor.
He's back on again. Mark Scaife exits the left-hander, heads down to the lake for the final time. Tony Longhurst still sits in second spot and Jimmy Richards is third. Whether Longhurst has conserved tyres and will be a danger in the remaining two heats, we'll wait and see. Last corner coming up at the moment, and it will be Mark Scaife and the #1 Winfield Commodore coming up to score his first win at Amaroo Park Raceway in the AMSCAR Series this year. Tony Longhurst finishes in second spot, and third place across the line a long way back was Jimmy Richards, and right on his bumper was Terry Finnegan. Let's check them out for you now on the Shell race score. Mark Scaife, the winner of the race. Tony Longhurst second, Jimmy Richards third, Finnegan in fourth place, and Paul Morris and the Diet Coke BMW rounded out the 5. And we'll be back at Amaroo Park in just a moment.